This video is on the Grade 7, Module 3, Lesson 11, Example 2 problem found on page 70. All right, so in a complete sentence, describe the angle relationships in the diagram. You may label the diagram to help describe the angle relationships. Write an equation shown in the for the angle relationship shown in the figure and solve for x. Confirm your answers by measuring the angle with a protractor, but we won't be doing that. Going to go purely from algebra and angle relationships. All right, so angle relationships I see in this one. Again, we see how we have some straight lines going on. We're going to hone in, we're going to focus in on this straight line going on right there. So that tells us from here over to here takes 180 degrees of rotation. So my whole goal of this problem is I'm trying to find x, trying to solve for x. We have to figure out some angle relations besides this straight line angle relation, because I don't know x and I don't know these other two angle measures so far. I do know this one though. This angle relation is going to be 90 degrees. We can see the 90-degree angle symbol right there. So from here to here, this is 90 degrees. Now these two unknowns, we do need to think about these. I know that these two unknowns, I'm going to label them. Let's label them A, just picked a variable for unknown value, and we'll label this B. Okay, so going from here, some other angle relationship I notice is that we have an 77 degrees marked down right there. That's 77 degrees. I'll look and I'll say, okay. It uses this line right here. I'll highlight it in blue. And that line continues on. And then it also uses this line right here. So just like we talked about in example 1, we have some vertical angles going on right here. So vertical angles have to use the same two lines, and they tell us that any angle opposite the vertex of another angle that uses the same two lines has the same measure. So from here all the way over to here, so not just A, not just B, but A and B together has the same angle measure as the opposite angle, which is 77 degrees. So I can mark 77 degrees, and that goes all the way from here over to here, including angles A and B. So angles A and B are next to each other, so we call those adjacent. So for our first angle relationship, we'll write down that the unknown angles A and B are adjacent. So I'll say they are adjacent and vertically opposite the angle measure of 77 degrees. So there we go. Now the last angle relationship we'll talk about is really just that x plus, well, we don't even have to say A degrees and B degrees, because we just know that this gap, when we combine these adjacent angles together, equals 77 degrees. So x plus 77 degrees plus 90 degrees equals 180, because they're angles on a line. So we'll write that as our angle relationship. There we have that. And then we'll just create our equation based on that. So our equation is going to be x degrees plus 77 degrees plus 90 degrees, and all that will equal 180 degrees. We'll go ahead, we'll keep going. We'll solve for x like they asked us to do. So I'll have x degrees plus 167 degrees equals 180. We'll subtract 167 degrees from both sides. And we will find out x equals 13 degrees. There we have it. That's all they're asking us to do in this. Solve for x.